Today we attempt to recreate the iconic LEGO set, the Nightmare Shark Ship from LEGO Dreamzzz. This is an absolute beauty of a set and was first introduced on August 1st, 2023 with a whopping 1,389 pieces.
Wow.
Now, I was first introduced to this set by playing LEGO Fortnite, and this could be found in your worlds on beaches mostly. The real question is, are we going to be able to recreate this using LEGO Fortnite build sets? Well, let's go ahead and find out. The first thing I did was took a look at this reference image you're seeing on screen right now and made a list of all of the different colors I'm going to need in terms of pieces to get this thing done. And that list included white, yellow, black, green, pink, gray, and silver, so I knew we had our work cut out for us when it came to finding the pieces. So the first thing that popped in mind was, where would I get pink pieces? Well, that's Fortnite Forever Festival. So I went ahead and slapped on that filter and just kind of took a look through some of the stuff. You can see we've got these pink decor pieces. We also had these pink roofs that ended up getting used for the actual tail of the shark. And then for most of the other colors we needed, I had Beachy Boulevard for the white head of the shark. We then also used some of the Brick or Treat haunted house pieces for the black, and then Friendly Neighborhood for black, silver, and gray. And then lastly, we had the greens and yellows coming out of the Tropical Treasures Pass, which is the Peely sets. Now, yes, it was difficult and took some time to find the actual kits we needed to get this completed, but we still needed to construct this thing. So how did we do that? So I started by creating the shark head first, and then from there I added things like the top deck, the ribs, and the wings. Then when recreating the tail of the shark, you can see in the image on the right, there's like an angle going on here. So it required me to create a hinge using some of the swivel plates. And you can see here that allowed us to recreate that angle shown on the reference image. Then it was time to create these like propulsion engines off to the side here. And gotta be honest with you, I was a little overwhelmed. I didn't know exactly what I was gonna do for this particular part. But as you can see, we're gonna go ahead and let's time lapse this, how they ended up turning out in the long run. So here is my interpretation of them. Now, they are not exactly accurate to the set themselves. As you can see on the back too, I went ahead and switched this out for the Weapon X test tube there because I thought overall with the lighting on the inside and the color scheme, it looked the best. You can see we do have the Dr. Doom lights in the middle there on both sides too. If you take a look over here, we can start to see this at nighttime glowing. You're getting a little bit more of a sneak peek of the completed build. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way that these turned out. Now we were tasked with creating the captain's quarters that you're seeing in the image here. Now this was actually probably the easiest part of this entire build. It was very straightforward. Really up until this point though, we do have to do some kind of directional building with these nightmarish town hall pieces. But all in all, this turned out nice. Luckily for all of you, we can start looking at the completed build, which is actually right in front of us there. I didn't record any of the other steps, so without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. What an absolute challenge and also a ton of fun. If you enjoyed today's video and build, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing for much more LEGO Fortnite content. And thanks again for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'm signing off. I'll catch you all in the next one.